Last we played, we were back in, well, it doesn't really matter. Everybody's getting back together in Mirabar, which is the map you can see, which is in the north. Forgotten Realms. There was sort of an interlude where Deraleth Fel went off and did a mission. Deraleth Fel is now returning and kind of has some more free time, but I think you'd already kind of figured out what you wanted to do with that time.
Yeah, I actually... Yeah, sorry, go on.
And Banbi, I should look. Banbi, Banbi's like way across the screen from me. Is currently learning Draconic from a Dragonborn, very old Dragonborn sorcerer.
Well, I'm pretty sure I did an insight check weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure they're lying to me about a couple of things, but I'm not sure exactly what it is related to where I'm from.
Yeah, because this was someone you actually knew in your previous life. Many, many, many years ago. And by the way, Dragonborn don't typically live that long. They're like 60 and they're done. So. But then again, Dragonborn were pretty new back then. They're a pretty new thing, so nobody knows. Marcus Wren was back to learning how to use the disguise. Well, he was learning how to apply foundation. That's what it was. He was learning how to make
not only did that foundation like really get to me, like I found my inner soul. He decided not to hunt demons anymore.
What are you talking about? He's always been a bard.
But he just wants to entertain.
It was just the role.
I just want to
was
dance.
The Witcher, and then realized he wanted to be Jaskier. So
Marcus Wren was undercover this whole time.
I was researching a character.
Yeah. He was undercover this whole time. He's like, what would it be like if I was a monster hunter?
Yeah. It was.
Man, season
like, cool,
2 of Dead Ice is weird.
What's Zanon been doing? Because you were making that. I mean, it takes some time to, intricately carve a beautiful quarterstaff. But
made a new staff and got rid of my old one, showing the next stage of our adventure. The staff has carvings of all of us on it, so I can whack people with the Banbi side or vice versa. So it's just like little sort of in-action drawings of us.
Oh, cool.
I'll say that it takes me an extra day to then change Marcus's to add a little flute. Like, gotta change his up.
Like, it's like beautiful, and then there's like one addition, and it's like the skill level has dropped significantly on that one part where you're like, fuck.
Like stick figure with a flute.
Right. It's like when that woman tried to fix that portrait of Jesus.
Made it worse.
So much
magic
worse.
flute.
Like the Cristiano Ronaldo statue, likeness is
just leave it be.
It's not there. That's okay. I take some extra time to doodle that. And that's about it. I was mostly relaxing because I had done much with fighting and things leading up until that. So I was recovering.
And you are still a were-rat, and apparently that is something you want to...
I want to remain a were-rat.
Okay.
I did not.
Embraced it. I absolutely embraced it, so this is where I'm at.
That's right. I wanted to get rid of that. That was that was my project.
A couple hundred gold later, and a little remove curse for you.
Yeah.
Continue to eat cheese.
What level? I mean, as a rat, you probably eat a lot of things.
I eat everything. Trash, mostly.
It makes me wonder, are rats lactose intolerant, or are they can they eat anything, right?
I don't know. I always think of, like, rats, like New York City rats that are, like, dragging a piece of pizza with them, so... I find them endearing. That's why I'm okay to be a were-rat. Going down the streets of Mirabar with a...
Block of cheese?
With a block of cheese. Shredder.
Deraleth Fel, we'll say friendly discount, 150 gold for that remove curse.
All right. Thank you.
And you are no longer afflicted by the curse of being were-rat. But beware, technically at any point, Zanon could turn into a half-rat hybrid person and bite any of you.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other matter. I mean,
Valid.
Yeah.
I've rolled well so far.
Worth it.
We'll probably skip ahead a little bit to Marcus. You're on graduation day, and you're all. Maybe this is the wrong term, You're all
And gown.
gussied up.
No, I would be gussied up for sure.
Yeah. You wear like a powdered wig and like like the red on the cheeks and all this stuff. And she's like, "Finally, you have mastered the art." This creepy old lady teaching you. You are ready to go into the world. I have no idea. It's been so long, I have no idea what her voice was.
I don't remember it either.
Audience doesn't know, so you might as well just make it up.
She's just like skin and bones. And
So-
now you are proficient. And I think you paid through
Yeah.
for your.
Everybody paid in advance for their lessons.
Yeah.
So now you can add proficiency. Well, I'll probably have to do it for you.
Of disguise kit, right? It's in my tools already.
Oh, I see. Okay, great. Banbi. Banbi was learning how to speak Draconic. God, you already have so many proficiencies.
Yeah.
You'll love to see it.
It's actually not, and it's not even fully accurate because I think I am technically like I may not be like actually proficient, but I am proficient in a lot of other tools.
But you
There's
have as
some
many
sort of-
proficiencies
At
as
your
you have
level, yeah.
names.
I think at your level you can just use any tool you want.
Yes, I can magically create one set of tools, and the tools are non-magical, but I gain proficiency with a bunch of tools. With Smith's tools, if I already have this proficiency, I can gain another. Yeah, I can just use tools a lot,
The only thing you think you can't make is shoes.
which is honestly okay because I've bought these very fancy new
It's true. The boots of the Winterlands.
Winterland.
Hinterlands.
Those are great. Built-in crampons and everything. Banbi, at the end of you don't really have there's no like ceremony. It's not like the other guy. He's
It's
just
just
like,
me and one dude in his house.
just like-
We
just
love
like, yeah, I guess
theatrics.
you're just you can now fully converse in Draconic, and he seems like kind of sad that your training is coming to an end, and he's like, "Is there
Aw.
anything else I could teach you, young lady?"
What do you have to offer?
Well, my magic is very different to your own.
It's true.
There's one thing I know. That mark of yours is not going to get any better on its own.
No, none of them ever did. Those of us yeah.
Not entirely accurate.
Stream paused.
What do you
What
mean?
happened?
It says,
I think
You look fine.
I minimized it and that fucked it up.
Oops.
It don't like that. Many of the spells scarred are being healed through the Chosen of Mistra. The wounds from the spell plague are being healed as we head closer to this new era of whatever is happening to the world.
Is this some sort of MLM situation? Because I don't know that I'm ready to be a girl boss.
Well, what you need to do is you find 3 friends who are spell scarred. And you
My
heal
father,
them.
yeah. My father told me that that wasn't possible, and indeed, I think that he sort of enjoyed that we were marked. To undo that is to lose what was done.
Is it,
Every time
is it
someone
not-
says MLM, like men loving men, like multi-level marketing, like I just don't know which one.
Monsters loving monsters. That's what it is.
Monsters loving
man.
men
Right?
loving
Sorry.
monsters. Monsters
Until
loving
you
monsters.
say girl boss, I was lost.
Multi-loving monsters.
Yeah.
Hot man on monster action.
Multi-leveling Marcus.
What was it? Man eating monster? Okay.
Man loving
And
Marcus.
he's got these, like, long,
Like it.
flowing, classic kind of wizard sorcerer robes. And he rolls up his sleeve, and he actually has a spell scar that is a mirror to your own.
Oh! Da, 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 la, da, 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 la.
I
Blast him. Take his arm. Sorry, those are my voices. I shouldn't be yours, but okay.
Bambi hears voices in her head.
This is not an undead creature, Deraleth Fel.
yeah.
Could be.
I didn't know that you'd
Pretty
studied. I didn't know that you'd studied under Melaghost. I would have remembered you because I never met a Dragonborn until I came here. I was alone.
I was not always a Dragonborn.
Ooh.
There was a time before the Sunder. Well, actually, sorry, before the Spell Plague, before the realm of Tamanther and the other Dragonborn arrived from Aber. There is another kind of Dragonborn.
Fancy Dragonborn? Because that's, like... I was unaware that you could just go around changing species? I know, Melaghost had made a lot of... He done a lot of research around this. He really thought that it was possible, but... He got too bogged down in the magic of violence.
There are a select chosen of the Platinum Dragon who, if they are devout enough, are able to be remade in his image.
So, let me stop you right there. I've had some experience with chosen people, and
Not that kind of chosen. Not,
I don't care.
This is something totally different. I had to make an egg and get inside of it. I was once a man.
Wait. How did you make the egg?
But I made it with my hands. Like a big
Watchmanship.
metal egg.
A metal egg, like using the smith's tools. Because, like,
Yeah.
I've been experimenting about, like, whether or not I can make my steel defender bigger. But, like, I don't want it to be too big. Like, I want it to be sort of, matte. Like, can I take some parts out and remove some parts? So you made an egg that's big enough for you. So do you think that we could, like, maybe we could, like, do a little bit of, like, research on this? Like, we could see, like, maybe, like, my steel defender and your metal. You still have the metal egg, right? I presume. Because that's a pretty.
No, that's not how it worked at all. I got inside and then I was reborn in this body.
Well,
The
It
real
does-
OG Dragonborn. Before this sundering bullshit.
Last time on Dragonborn D.
You have to be super devout. And I'm a wizard. There's not even, or I'm a sorcerer. There's not even that's not even normal.
Yeah, that goes back to before gnomes
Ron
were
Burgundy?
monsters.
That's right.
is that you?
Oh,
Have you not noticed my lovely mahogany
glass
bookshelves?
It does smell of many leather-bound books in here.
I do not speak Spanish.
Baxter?
Oh, my dog died long ago.
That is truly
I lost
the
him
tragedy.
crossing the Rainbow Bridge. A man named Jackus Blackus kicked him off the bridge into a bear pit. That's what. Well,
Wait, was the bear pit anywhere near here? Just
No.
I have a friend who's kind of interested in that sort of.
Nope.
Okay.
No bear fights here.
Okay.
I was hoping we'd leave that behind.
The scars. the scars aren't bad. Well, and you still have yours, so it's not like it's a big thing.
They are a remnant from a different time.
We're all remnants of a different time. You know that. What happens when we watch the men go by and we continue to live?
I have lived long past my time. Let me do one last thing before I leave. Let me pull a Yoda. That's what he's saying. Actually, no. Yoda was just really annoyed at Luke and then decided to give up, didn't he?
It's like,
Motherfucker asked too many questions.
you know what? I don't have to answer your questions.
That's
It's time
right.
for me to go.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
As a
And
parent,
die
I fully
peacefully.
understand.
It's like they go by.
Sorry.
I don't think it was that funny.
I don't know. It hit me right in the
That was a
giggle tank.
belly
I don't know what
laugh.
to tell
It
you.
was that.
It's pretty good.
I'm glad somebody enjoyed it.
I did.
There are literally one of you.
All I
Listen.
need.
That's all that she needs.
Yeah.
Like a pun deity, as long as one person continues to believe in me, I will thrive.
Clap your hands. Clap your hands for Tinkerbell.
Please. Please.
So if everybody stops clapping, Tinkerbell dies? Is that what we're insinuating?
No. Only,
Yes.
It'll mess you up as a kid.
That's a pretty weird way to survive.
The crying, clapping. Oh god, please.
Please.
She's already dead.
Yeah, this old man just wants to help you one last time.
I'd like to roll an insight check.
Sure.
Because he was hiding things from me. That was a 6. He'll continue to hide things.
Well, the thing he was hiding was he was trying to get a look at your dragon, or your not your
Yeah.
dragon mark, your spell scar
Spell scar.
without, really bothering you.
Mm-hmm.
Which you did succeed on, if I'm not mistaken.
I did.
Are we all with her, or are
I don't
we
know,
all
he seems
separate?
like a sincere old man who's
Oh.
at the end of his days, and he's not like a wizard. He doesn't have a spell book to hand down. He's a sorcerer, so
Yeah,
he's just it's all innate power. That's not something you can
Mhm.
transfer to someone.
it's true.
I was muted. You can hear anything I
No.
said. Son of a
No.
bitch.
Damn it.
But the stream heard me, and that's what's important.
I only unmute the pun.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'll let him at this point. He seems sincere. I am very interested. Yes.
All right.
No.
He does a little magic, waves his hands around like he just doesn't care. Things glow. Your spell scars glow. And your spell scar gets intensely cold. Like that burning ice sensation. And in his matches, and then they kind of like the way Doctor Strange does magic, where like you see like symbols and stuff, which is not necessarily something that exists in D&D, depending on what you want your magic to look like in D&D. They kind of float. The spell scars themselves float out from your bodies and create this swirl of blue fire, silver, which is something that Chosen of Mist are known to wield. They're known to wield the silver fire. And the spell plague was known as the Year of Blue Fire, when like a literal wave of blue fire, magic fire, like washed over the world. And they intertwine, and they kind of fizzle out in a flash of annihilation. And then he starts drawing on your arm where it was with his finger, and you feel the trace of magic, the cool trace of magic, and that sensation, that painful sensation is gone. And as he traces, he begins to turn to dust.
Ooh.
And then he kind of like crosses his T and dots his I. And then there's nothing left. And you have a totally new design. And it's kind of cool to the touch. But it doesn't hurt like it did before. And you can feel the same, like it still works the same. Like you can feel the same magics in you, but it doesn't hurt anymore. Like the every day that's gone by, it's gotten more and more painful and like almost like heavier. Like it's been drawing out of you. And now you're just in an old man's house. And he's gone. And now your spell scar is no longer a spell scar. It's just like a cool magic tattoo.
A cool magic tattoo.
Yeah.
Does this mean he left all his stuff to you? Like, was that his last will and testament?
You guys.
Look,
Just
run
only
it
if he has
through.
like a cool. I'm thinking like a not like steal his stuff, but like
Steal
if
his
he has
stuff.
like a
Right, the correct term
book
is
that you might need or
loot
something.
his stuff.
I
correct term
believe
is
if he left to me
reappropriate.
his yeah.
I mean,
His
like,
will and
I know you've been
testament.
studying with him, so like if there's anything you would take to continue your studies or something that
Loot
I
or
don't think
loot.
he's using his worldly possessions anymore. Whatever, steal stuff from Marcus because he needs more instruments.
All I have is a
He's very
flute.
heartwarming. That was a very moving.
You already had
moment.
that skin
I don't
flute,
want to
it's
take away
fine.
from that.
But I
Because this classic NPC everybody knows about that we've met twice is everyone's fucking
I love
crying
it
about.
though.
it's
Crying
very
about
nice.
it.
Hey,
Yeah.
we cried
Music
for
got me. It's the music.
We cried for Argentina. We cried for everything.
No, we
Yeah.
cried for
Oh.
Obi-Wan. We only
There
knew
are
him
many-
one
Cry
day.
for me.
Leather-bound tomes here.
Vocal.
I mean, I'm not leather bound right
the
now.
written
This is more,
tomes, not.
it's like
Is there
Yeah.
anything of interest
call
to me?
polyester.
Do you want to start like pouring over them?
Yeah.
He
Pour them
has journals dating back to the year of Blue Fire.
Whoa.
He's got like there's a journal for every year since then, which is what, like 150 years ago.
Buy a bag of holding, grab everything.
I was gonna
She's
say,
like,
I have
"We're
a bag of
gonna keep
holding.
Know how
I
we
know
were thinking
another
about getting
one.
the candle keep?
Yes, another
Sometimes
one.
at candle keep, they like specific books they don't already have, or like important
That's
things of
that's
information.
the, that's the entry fee,
Yeah.
isn't it? Is a book that they don't
Exactly.
already have.
So,
There's enough
you could-
books there to keep us in Candlekeep for the next 10 adventures. Let's do it.
Well, they don't. Yeah.
You're in Candlekeep,
Yeah.
like you don't have to leave.
Oh,
I just
okay,
meant
never
that
mind.
like this is precious knowledge. If it dates that far back, that like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
important
no.
for others
And
to
it's
read, but
personal,
also-
right? It's his journal, so it's not
It
like
is.
there's.
That doesn't necessarily mean that's
So we
something they
can talk about
value, though, right? Like things they might want are like a new copy of like a Volo book might be good, or like a spell scroll from like that no one's ever had before.
A magic
Tuesday ran
Forgotten
into
spells.
some tosser called Cyric. He's a dick.
Anyway, it's something to think about. If there's anything
oh, no.
that you think would impart value or have meaning to you, since you dealt with him the most, then
100%. As soon as I realize what they are, I'm not leaving them behind. Like, partially because like there's like
a lot. There's a lot.
like that's
of
his
books.
life.
How many
It's
of them?
his story.
That's why I said buy another bag of holding.
No, she doesn't have to buy them. She made this one. She's an artificer.
Oh, okay. Make another
Yeah.
one. Hey, why did I buy one?
I want one.
because you wanted an extra.
Assistance
You
on
wanted your own.
adventure. It's never bad to have multiple bags of holding.
If you need
haven't
any help,
listened-
Zanon can help you out.
one of these days I'm going to make the most broken character, and I'm going to make the assassin artificer. And what you do is you just put a bag of holding over the enemy's head, and then you stab the bag of holding, because when you do that, everything inside of the bag of holding is lost to the astral plane. It's like nobody will actually fuck with Nightcrawler, because in theory Nightcrawler could teleport, touch you, and then just teleport your head away.
What if Bagman appears? That's where the issue lies.
Oh, no spoilers for.
Yeah,
I
don't get
got
the
some
reference.
great thoughts about how to use Bagman.
Right? That was my favorite thing.
Oh, that's great. Twitter's a
Yeah.
great place to mine for ideas.
How
I mean, each book probably weighs. It's probably a pound.
okay. How many books are there?
Journals. Well, The year is 1485. And the year of blue flame. Well, that's not. I'm sorry, blue fire. It's 1385. So it's 100 books.
It's doable. You got like 4 party members.
Harcroft
I
Put
says.
25 books in a bag.
Sorry, Harcroft says that breaking a bag of holding causes it to explode onto the ground. Stacking a bag of holding and another extra planar space causes the void thing to happen.
I think it's if
breaking.
it's turned. So if it's turned inside out, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
If the bag is turned inside out, its contents spill forth, but the bag must be put right. If the bag is overloaded, pierced, or torn, it ruptures and it is destroyed. So
It
I
was
actually
a strategy we employed at the 3.5 days. We would put a bag of holding over someone's head and then stab it, and they wouldn't have a head anymore.
Yummy.
So I actually think that I have space in the bag of holding for this. So yeah,
Nice.
I'm gonna nicely put them in like stacks of 10 inside the bag of holding.
Stacks of 10. Okay.
Because there's nothing else for me to take that to remember him by, and I know that he lived alone, and I know that he had no family here. And I don't know, there's like something like, even though I was never like Hull Ruin, like there is something like insular about it. Like I don't want other people to have access to this, just in case.
There might be Halrua is known as being like a haven for making magic items.
The
So
character
there
that
might
came from there
be,
once.
you know, digging through, because these are just straight journals. But there might be tidbits about, like, Halrua is one of the few places that makes airships in the Forgotten Realms of non-gnomish design. There's lots of cool magic items that come out of Halrua. They are one of the few non-like evil enclaves left that actually date all the way back to ancient Netheril.
Yeah.
Like how I basically told you to respectfully loot.
Oh, I was going to
Like,
respectfully
this is a
loot.
personal thing. You do it on your own. We'll be
But-
outside.
Just
You just got 100 years of knowledge.
yeah.
It'll be important
mhm.
to us or something down the line, I'm sure.
And
That Sonic meme, it's like, it's something important that might come up later.
No, it's Mickey Mouse. This is important.
Oh,
We'll come up later. Oh, Toodles! I hate that I know that. That's what I get for babysitting my little cousins growing up. Oh my gosh. Mooska, Mooska, into the bag of holding. Oh.
and I think that it will become my new nightly ritual. I will read for an hour or so. I will read
Oh,
a journal.
so cute.
well, the first year deals with a lot of chaos.
It's probably the most exciting volume, we're not gonna lie.
Like, there's like a list of, like, he's like creating a list of people who are missing.
Oh.
Group is
Like
pretty
Raya.
chaotic, so. Oh. Love Raya.
Or like the blip.
Meh, I hate that name.
Raya.
I mean, it makes sense. No one else knows Thanos snapped. Only people who were there knows it was a snap. Everyone else thinks it's a blip.
They'd tell everybody.
And I don't think they'd call it the dusting.
Wouldn't call it the dusting. I was gonna say, the light dusting. The ash
The light
times.
dusting.
We got
That takes on
Swiffered.
a whole new meaning in the Marvel
The
universe.
cindering. It could have
I
been.
mean,
cool.
that meme wouldn't exist in the Marvel universe because that guy was probably dusted.
Mm-mm.
It's okay.
It's good music,
Thanos
Eric.
did it purely
Love
for
Yeah.
It was political. It was political. Yeah. So is there any shopping you guys want to do before you leave Mirabar?
oh.
I think we had a big shopping episode.
I know. But
right before
you're actually
we
leaving Mirabar, right?
It's true.
Do you guys have a set destination?
I thought we were going to Candlekeep,
East Haven.
East Haven. At
We're going back
Candlekeep?
to East Haven.
I would like to know. I understand you want to go to Candlekeep because
I
everybody
do.
wants to go to the biggest library in the world.
Yeah.
But
This is
why
cool.
do you want to go to like what purpose?
To see
Other than
the
you want me to
books.
break out my copy of Candlekeep Mysteries for you.
I'm gonna smell every single book.
And
That's
a
the
lot
first
of
thing
I'm
I'm
gonna walk
gonna
in
do.
and smell it. Well, I can't see very well. So reading would probably work if they have like Braille or anything really big I could read, maybe pictures.
I'll read you
Pay
books.
people. Yeah, I think you can actually
Read
pay
to
people
me.
in Candlekeep to read them to you as well.
Yeah.
I'll play
I feel
as
like
I read
I
to
would
you.
want to smell them.
You can smell
I could
it
smell a
as
book.
I play music. And Bambi can read it.
You don't
We-
have to go.
We have a
there.
performance.
Maybe eventually.
We
I haven't
yeah,
been to East Haven, so East Haven sounds pretty dope.
and we wanted to go back there anyways, just to sort of clean up a bit, and see what's going on with that
Yeah.
portal.
Didn't we send a runner that way to find out what was happening? Did that
No,
person
no,
ever
no.
come back?
That was
I
the
don't know why
opposite.
it takes a
Send news.
long time for things to
Yeah,
people to
no.
run places.
Yeah,
Unless
the
you pay for
opposite.
magic.
Yeah. No. When we were there,
Man
we
is
sent a
still
runner
sprinting to this day.
to the next big city to get help.
Oh, yeah, that
In
was.
Shendar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was it.
Brinjandar. Yeah. So we don't even know what happened with that.
He did.
Oh, you're not there yet.
My shopping list, actually, I didn't get a chance to talk to everyone about the treasure for before, but it would have been, nothing too complicated, so I'm not too worried about it. It's just conventional things. But we can
Just
save that.
conventional things.
Pardon?
I said hashtag just conventional things.
Yeah. So I'll chat with them about how the treasure was actually split, because I'm not assuming I took everything, right? But yeah, it's just going to be stuff like maybe like one other +1 item and a billowing cape, because that looks cool, stuff like that.
Golden capes are very cool.
Oh yeah, I'm totally getting if I can afford it.
Yeah, it's a common magic item. It's like 100 gold.
Yeah, no, yeah. I figure I can probably get that. But yeah. So anyway, don't worry about my shopping list. Is my point.
That's that's just a luxury item, right? Like 100 gold is a lot of money.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like I'm just gonna buy a cape that when I want it to, it just billows.
Why not?
Like that couldn't be more of like a first world.
It's a very bardic
Yeah.
thing to do.
That's why I always bring up prestidigitation, or however you pronounce it.
prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. That's why I gave my character that, because
Like
he kept on
presto,
saying
and
it.
then you got
Because-
digits.
Because you could
Prestidigitation.
make your own billowing cape with that.
That's true.
Anyway.
Do whatever you want.
Did anyone else remember the Dilbert cartoon and Dogbert's on a float? And he goes, "Speed up! I want the people to see what I look like with my ears blown back."
Never seen it, but I believe that happened.
That's actually a really good cartoon. Anyway, All right.
I have everything for my character.
I don't even know.
Got the
how-
crossbow and quarterstaff, so.
I don't have enough
I'm gonna-
money to buy anything anyway.
Rick, I thought I gave you the rest of my money.
Did you? I
Yes.
thought I spent it all.
Remember? Probably did.
I did.
I'm gonna buy another
bought a
bundle
hat.
of crossbow
That's why he has the
bolts.
hat.
Bard, where's all the money? I don't know. I spent it all.
Deraleth, where's all your money? The quest.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Them gnomes, they should have given it all to
Always known
you.
for being very responsible.
It's okay.
There is one thing that I'm going to do, and it is that we inherited 2 potions that we have no idea what they do, and we should identify them. So one potion is an orange liquid that flickers and wafts out whenever it opens.
Oh yes, I know what that
Like
is.
fun.
And what's
And
the
the-
other item?
The other one is a red bead in this potion's liquid expands and contracts. Shaking the bottle does not stop this effect.
Okay, so one of them is a potion of fire resistance,
Is that the orange liquid flickering?
probably, and the other one is a potion of fire or dragon breath fire. So one of those potions would have been very useful. Previous.
One of those was the Philosopher's Stone. I was going to have to
Shatters.
now.
Almost I was like, I'm gonna give them a bunch of fire stuff, and they're gonna go fight a fire dragon, and then they're not gonna.
Potion of fire resistance and then fire breath.
Yeah, well, it's called the spell is called dragon breath, and it gives you lets you breathe fire.
Should breathe like a dragon.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I have appropriately identified those.
You can find them in they're in D&D Beyond, both of them.
They belong to the group. They just sit in my bag of holding.
They belong in a museum.
It belongs in a museum.
Now I want a cloak.
Wife, you son of a bitch.
You know, the more that we talk about like what's actually in museums and where they came from, the less and less that I like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Well, he did.
But no,
rob
he
things.
didn't put things in British museums. He put them in American museums.
That's what makes it bad.
That's what makes
So it's
it
much better because he's
better.
taking them from another continent.
Like,
It
I'll
does
steal
make
from
me
the
feel
other
better.
oppressors.
Yeah.
It's like a zoo.
Like when you go to New York and you can see like one of the
Flesh it
richest
makes
emperor of the Holy Roman Empire's Maximilian's like golden armor. You're like, why is this in the United States?
It does give me joy that he doesn't manage to loot basically anything.
I mean, I
Yes,
was lucky enough. I saw the Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, I've also seen the Rosetta Stone.
Cool. Why is it in the UK?
Why are you here?
Yeah.
How much
You
is a
should
cloak?
baby.
How much is a regular cloak? Like a silver.
I found a cloak.
If you want a really, really nice
I wish
cloak,
I-
you could pay gold.
If I could open up my Discord, I could probably find out how much of.
Use your phone.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Oh, while you're at it, wait, did I get? I'm trying to remember.
After
Know that I lost my remember my first shawl I gave to that ghost lady who ended up being evil.
Who ended up being a succubus? Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought I ended up getting like a cloak or something in the meantime. Or something
stuff
where I
like,
just-
you can buy basically any clothing you need for a gold.
Well, he's at it. You know, what, Eric, buy me a new one because I'm pretty sure I literally pulled a ratty cloak off of a dead body.
where is
Now that I
this?
remember it.
Is it under
was a
general
skin.
chat?
I don't know what you're looking for.
The list of things we could
It's
buy.
in the
What that P
general.
It's in
chat,
rules stuff.
file?
And it's
Rules stuff, there it
Oh,
is.
sorry.
Rules
That's
stuff.
it.
I got you.
Do you mean the discerning merchant's guide, the one for Matt, or the other one for like a general? There's two different books.
General.
I feel like it's important for me to bring this up again. We do actually have black dragon scales hanging around. We have enough for one hide armor for a medium creature or a scale leather armor for a small creature and one shield.
Hey, someone
fine.
needs a shield.
That's what I was just thinking. We have enough to make it. You can make you a new shield.
What would that count as? Just a regular medium shield?
Black dragon scale. No,
You find
it's-
somebody who knows how to craft with dragon scales, it'll be better than a regular shield.
Okay.
It'll be like for my gauntlets one. Again.
Well, I mean, does somebody want a suit of dragon armor? Is the next question. I mean,
Can't wear armor.
can all of
I
you
am-
not wear armor?
I'm currently wearing studded leather. I don't know if
Yeah, you could.
what.
You could make black dragon leather,
Big
right?
pride.
Yeah, would that be
It says what kind of
better?
armor you can make from it, right? What did I say?
Nice.
one for I'm a small creature, right? Scale or leather armor.
So leather armor is a type of light armor. Is
I'm
Banbi, I'm guessing you're not proficient. Well, you might be. Scale is medium, which you might be proficient in. You are proficient in medium armor.
Yes,
so
I
you
am.
could wear scale. You would not get your full dex bonus with scale, but
Yeah. So that might
that's
cost
something
you.
you guys have to. You know,
I'm
it
way
also
too
depends.
big
If you just
for
bring
you
it to a
guys to make me
regular
armor.
like armor, and you're like, hey, can you just turn this dragon hide into armor? They're like, sure, it's going to be regular armor though. But if you're like, hey, I'm looking for like, you know, someone who's good at what they do, like Sespinar the Imp or the Thunderhammer Smithy and or you know, like you find like some special smithy, they'll be able to make you good shit. Trying to
I can
find
have-
that other book.
Find this cloak thing.
So the
Billowing? Is that what you're? What is? What are
I
you
just
talking
want to. I'm trying to find a cloak. I
What
want to
kind
look
of
at.
cloak?
no a regular
his
cloak
options.
just. Oh, okay. I don't know.
I was looking at different types of clothes. I wanted to see my options. As an entertainer, I need to make sure
You don't
that
want to be
it
a
fits
fancy
me.
bard.
Exactly.
Oh. I'm
so
posting.
sorry.
There's
Go
I think in the player's handbook that you can maybe look up. This is specifically the armor, but there's other stuff for like adventuring gear. You can look
What's
at.
your dexterity Banbi
three.
currently? It's +3. Okay,
Plus
yeah.
three.
So the scale mail would actually probably mess you up.
Well, leather armor only adds +1 to your AC,
Oh, okay. So it's not.
so that's a 14. Studded leather is +2, so that gives her 15 right now. Scale mail is 14 +2,
Yeah.
so it would be better technically.
Okay.
Yeah. I would be
One higher.
one higher. I would have disadvantage on stealth, but I don't tend to roll well on stealth anyways.
It
Yeah,
also
but
weighs
you actually-
45 pounds.
Like, if you wanted, you
Ooh.
could do fine clothing, which is 15 gold pieces, which is basically more like tailored or like noble style clothes instead of
Yeah.
just like adventurers clothes.
Which might give you
Well,
like
you
a
could-
benefit when talking to nobles.
Are there magical cloaks? I know I can't afford it.
like
other one?
cloaks of
Yes, a
protection.
cloak of billing is 100 gold.
Yeah, we were talking about that before. But all that does is it billows. That's all it does. So
Yeah, there's all kinds of cloaks, Eric. There's cloaks of Elvenkind, cloak of many fashions, which is probably what you want.
yeah,
Yes,
that's
that
probably
sounds
what-
awesome.
Many fashions costs 100 gold. While wearing this cloak, you can use a bonus action to change the style, color, and apparent quality of the garment.
I
The
want
cloak's
that.
weight does
Oh,
not
wait.
change, regardless of its appearance. The cloak can't be anything but a cloak. Although it can duplicate the appearance of other magic cloaks, it doesn't gain their magical properties.
Wait, I have 126 GP.
There you go.
Do
It
it.
costs you 100 gold for that.
Yeah, I
cloak.
gave you my money. I knew you had enough.
Well, it says I have 44 gold, but my total currency is 126.
Oh, so
There
you're
you
paying
go.
with change, is what you're doing?
Hey,
You're like
you
40
gotta.
gold, and you
It's
start
like-
kicking out silver, and the merchant's like, oh,
What was that
Yeah.
called? Cloak of many.
many fashions.
Do you guys
Okay.
take Electria? No,
We
get
don't-
out.
All right, I'm gonna put that on my thing.
There you go. Look at that.
Look at me.
Here's the other.
Out of you.
Yeah, Banbi. Maybe if you don't want the to make a scale, make a leather. Actually, maybe we will make a scale mail out of it because I am wearing scale mail right now. Actually, so
I think
I don't
it's
know.
only scale for a small creature. It would be hide
Oh.
armor for a medium creature.
okay, fair enough. What about the potential shields then? Is it just
You can just have a shield done.
yeah? But we can only use it for one of those things. So
No,
No,
you
no,
can
it's
do those
and.
things and a shield.
It's one of the armor types
Yeah.
plus a shield.
Okay. Well, in that case, you probably should get some kind of armor then. Is it-
Well, if we found someone that really worked with
Just stole it from this book.
Okay, well there you go.
if we found someone that was very good at working with dragon scales, is it possible that there would be some sort of like affinity added to the affinity? I've been playing fucking Monster Hunter too much.
That's a correct word, though.
Affinity added to like the leather armor. If I were to make a like leather armor,
Yeah. They're called dragon craft items, and you need someone who knows how to craft with dragon.
okay.
Bambi,
Yeah.
I have an extra
Let's go look
long
it
sword
up.
that I could sell if you want any more extra money.
Or stabbery.
Yeah, I have an
That's
extra.
nice.
Yeah, you can sell it and make the money from it. Or I can give it to
Appreciate
Zanon. Zanon asked me to buy something. I forgot what.
Cloak.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Just wanted a normal cloak.
Oh,
One
Okay.
that looks nicer than the one I ripped off of like a dead body.
I
a
will
while
buy
back.
you.
I was
I will
like,
buy you a cloak. There you go. 1 silver.
Yeah.
Bam.
Look a little nicer. No.
Well, if one of you is tiny, that armor could be. You could make half plate if one of you is tiny,
I know someone who's tiny.
which is the size of a grig, or a cat, or
Or a
trestle.
rat. A were rat.
Right, but a were rat, when they're in hybrid form, they're a medium creature. They can turn into a rat. Just a little tiny rat.
Like a
Nope.
maximal.
I'm just a small boy.
No.
Transformer.
If you have somebody make craft the armor without being like especially skilled with dragon items, the item itself will remain impervious to whatever type of damage the dragon was immune to. But that doesn't confer any benefit to you.
It's just the armor.
It's a black dragon, so that's acid damage. So if you fall in a pit of acid, your armor will be mint and you will be bones.
Pretty cool.
Do you
In
what?
fact, it's a really great idea for an acid pit in a later campaign. Just like you just see some armor floating in it.
Go see what it's made of. What are the likelihood that we're going to be able to find someone in Mirabar that is skilled at working dragon?
I mean, out of all the places you could find somebody, probably pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deraleth, shall we go on an adventure to find a dragon dragon smelter. Dragon smith.
Can we call seeking anything with dragons not an adventure? I don't like the wording of that right now. That's fine. Let's just go find this dragon smelter. Call it perusing.
You know what? I didn't
Can I
ask you
come
how
too?
it went.
Melt it.
Yeah, we didn't ask you how it went with Ozthinimax and Thinimiax, and I think I'm gonna continue that policy.
We're
Yeah.
gonna walk together.
I'm back.
And we're
That's all that matters.
separating the group. We get kidnapped.
That's true. The kidnapping wasn't good.
Not a fan.
Napping wasn't good.
So we're all in this
Just gonna-
together?
Really fill out my new cloak. Push it around a little bit.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Danon's feeling pretty happy.
I'm going to try different colors, different flavors of cloak.
Different flavors.
Like pink,
They all taste like cotton.
I'm
Ratchet and Clank.
It's
skins.
wool. You wouldn't want a cloak made of cotton. It would just get wet and then you'd get cold.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I will try purple and then pink, a la the Ratchet and Clank.
Good
Those
luck
are-
doing that with fan art, by the
Only
way.
good armor colors. Work.
So you guys are gonna look for.
Yeah,
Good
we're
smith.
looking.
Yeah, we're
We
gonna.
are looking for a good smith.
Robert.
Is
He really liked that. He really enjoyed that much.
I did.
I'm very
very tired.
To sleep deprivation. Yeah.
I'm like not even doing good jokes tonight, and people are just staring it up.
Meanwhile, the audience
No.
has already left. They've-
hey.
Audience
We
is
are
like,
hilarious, and
thought
are
they were
happy
going to
now.
East Haven. Damn
people
it!
who are contractually obligated to be here are leaving.
Wait, you all got a contract?
You said that, and somebody left. Now we're down to 6 viewers. Okay.
Oh,
No.
Damn it! Before we lose somebody else.
The other night when I was streaming, a bunch of my friends joined, and I was like, because they were like gifting subs to someone else. I'm like, what the fuck? Some of you have Prime. Why are you not subbed to me? And then a bunch of people started leaving. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't give my friend shit for not subbing. I did get 2 subs out of it though, so it's a net gain, I guess.
what were you streaming?
Game sometimes works.
What was I streaming that night? That was when I played that new Super Animal Royale or whatever. It's like a top-down BR game where you play as animals.
Oh yeah.
And then I streamed Apex. No, Here's the Storm.
I saw you streaming that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You all right?
Sorry.
I never played it.
No, it was a visceral reaction to hearing Heroes of the Storm.
Ah,
I mean, nothing like getting stunlocked to death. My favorite thing in games.
What if we just clicked all the time to get somewhere? Just click.
This is not a video game. I'm a human being. I'm not a computer engine.
sounds like Overwatch.
Oh, you meant in the game.
I'm gonna go
I mean,
grab
that's
a snack.
so that doesn't.
Click, click, click.
All right. First of all,
no.
you've got a map of the city.
We lost one.
Oh,
Yeah.
You didn't lose me. I said I was gonna go grab a snack.
Oh, you don't have to turn
You
off
guys
your
just weren't
video.
listening.
Keep it on.
I wanted to.
But then it changes the
it's covered.
thing.
Just I don't know. You,
We can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Are we
Everything's
fine?
broken. When
Yeah,
we
you
do
get
this
up.
for real,
Put the cat there.
when we go live, and we'll have all this worked out. When we're recording this and putting it on YouTube,
It'll be 2024.
yeah.
We're already doing that.
Mhm.
So anyway, go to the Smith. Get a snack.
Okay, because here's what. Obviously, we've talked about the fact that there's not a lot like. This is a mostly human town. There is a large population of dwarves here, obviously. It's not a majority population of dwarves. But the dwarves mostly live below ground. But this is, they export a lot of iron and steel from here. So my question is, where do you think you're going to find the right person? Because you've got this whole city to look through. Where do you want to start looking?
I'd say go towards a dwarven quarter. Just yeah.
Which is
And-
okay. So that's under the normal
Yeah.
city.
So we got to go underground towards any mountainous area, but if there isn't one, then underground.
No, I mean literally under the city
Sure.
is there's a dwarven settlement.
I remember this. Yes.
It's literally called the Undercity. Center of all mining in Mirabar. It's guarded by the Axe of Mirabar, which is the dwarven city watch, basically. There's a staircase from Undercity Square, which is an open area between 3 buildings containing entrance to the Undercity, which is, I think, obviously not in the middle. The middle of the city is where the Marchion lives, which is the ruler of Mirabar. That's kind of like their baron, I guess. I think it's, well, you probably can't, oh, you can't see my mouse. Oh. I think
Yeah,
it's
because you're
here.
screen sharing.
Yes, I think it's here.
Oh.
Yes. Well, it's weird because on my monitor, because I've got the thing, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's somewhere like near the top, because you don't want like everybody getting there. It is. So there is a staircase from Undercity Square, followed by a pulley-operated lift and a shaft hundreds of feet deep. The base of the shaft is guarded by another room with several exits, with either iron doors or portcullises. There's also a sloping winding tunnel. The subterranean level closest to the ground is called the First Below, which is probably the only part outsiders might be allowed in. Everything else is probably a little too sensitive, security-wise, because obviously, we're talking about the lifeblood of this city is mining.
Yeah.
On the, what did I call it? The First Below, there is kind of like a trade quarter, and it's probably the only part down here that is sized for people that aren't dwarves, which obviously is fine for Banbi because everything's tall enough anyway. Probably, honestly, down here is probably a little bit better than normally being on the surface. I can't imagine being a dwarf. I'm sorry, being a gnome in a man's world, just trying to do normal things when everything is like twice the size. It's like being a child forever. So there's a whole like trade market down here, which is mostly populated by dwarves. There's maybe like 20% humans, probably, but not running stalls. They're mostly buying goods to bring up back home. Maybe they live nearby. It's just because people are just going about their lives. There are several different armorers and weapons. Well, they may not be smiths themselves. They might just be people selling things.
That's fine. That's fine. I guess we'll just approach, an armor stall and just be open and just straight up ask. We want to commission someone to make some armor using dragon. Who is known for this specialized work?
Probably want to make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. Okay. Just 13.
Okay. Well, we typically send outsiders to Crom. He's right over there, and he just like points to a guy who's like 2 stalls over. He's like, "Yeah, he'll do anything for coin."
But has he worked dragon a lot, or what's his speciality?
I think he mostly makes shields.
Oh, that works for me. Is there someone else who's very good with making armor, say, for my friend here, pointing to Banbi, to try to, push the size equation?
What kind of armor? Like,
Oh, that's actually yeah, it's up to you, Banbi.
You know, like we got, and he's like, we got chain in all sizes, right?
I would expect nothing less from fine dwarven craftsmen such as yourselves.
Oh God, don't put an accent on. They hate that.
Gotta amp them up. Give you that dwarven discount.
Sometimes I don't know whether the NPCs should be offended or not.
Yeah,
right?
no. I think on balance they generally should with the way
Right,
we
like
play,
dwarves are just like, why are you trying to blow smoke up my ass?
yeah, I don't want to
Wait,
know
are
what
you
a
not that
dwarven
good?
discount is. Oh no!
I
Oh
look
no!
like the
Don't
board while
start.
you're blowing
Wait,
smoke up
first
my
of all,
ass.
We're 100 feet below. This
He's
is really
like, I
bad.
don't make the armor, I sell the armor. Right?
I mean,
It takes 120 years of apprenticeship to be able to make armor in this city.
Welcome to Dead Ice, guys.
Do I look 300 years old?
Where store negotiations are an adventure in themselves.
I want to be clear. I didn't grow up around dwarves, so the nuances of dwarven features are lost on me. So you could be 300 years old, and I would know that, but I do not. So you look as though someone who is, pretty smart and obviously savvy in the ways of selling things. And that's not me. Yeah,
Are you aware that merchants are the lowest class of all dwarves?
Listen, I think that that's a frame of mind, not a reality.
We're natural crafters. I'm not even allowed to make anything.
Hey, buddy. That's okay.
I'm not
Neither
even
can I.
buddy.
I'm not sure.
What you get, pal?
I'm not your guy,
Hi,
pal.
friend.
Not your guy, friend. Not your buddy, pal.
I've got hauberks, chain shirts, chain boots, chain gauntlets.
That's pretty
I've
cool.
got plate, pauldrons, van braces, rear braces, gauntlets. I've got main gouge. I've got bucklers. I've got heaters. What I don't have is patience for outsiders.
I mean, that's fair. That's pretty fair. I mean,
Outsiders who don't want to
Your
buy my
business
goods, but want to request some kind of special what's the word? I can't think of the word. Commission from one of our renowned smiths.
I literally just grabbed 10 silver out of my bag and I'm just like, listen, we were gonna pay you for the information. Do you want it or not?
They reach out to see one of the coins. To go to pinch, little pinchy the coin. Little pinchy.
I pull it back and I say, you can touch it when we're done.
Little pinchy. Why don't you roll a persuasion check?
Only a +1, guys, but I have a good feeling about this.
I'm glad this game runs on feelings.
It's a 16, so it was a good feeling.
Better than me.
Luckily, Banbi's a pretty earnest individual.
Yeah, and I guess dwarves respect that, so.
I don't know if they respect earnestness. I think they respect, upfrontness
Yeah,
and stubbornness, probably.
fair enough.
I'll tell you what. You give me the silver, and I'll tell you who to talk to. But not until silver's in my hand. And I know it's real.
Well, yeah, you might think that you're a low-class person, but you're obviously someone who deals with coin. So obviously you know that I'm not handing you trash coins.
Just give him the silver Banbi.
I give him the silver.
Excuse me, I'm a lady dwarf.
You know what? I didn't ask, and that's on me.
You know, just because I keep my beard a little longer, maybe
Honestly,
I don't trim it as often as the other dwarven ladies.
I feel like we got off on the wrong foot.
Just because I don't shave my unibrow.
I don't either.
I could have sworn you said he earlier, so I would.
You
think the same
definitely did.
Yeah, because
DM's
how would you
changing
know
the
the
pronouns.
difference?
And this dwarf can identify however they wish. Maybe they
That's
use
right,
he,
they can.
she, and they pronouns. You're allowed
Which
to.
leads
You know?
people to believe that dwarf simply sprang up out of the ground. They do the old like bite it, like, you know, there's like folks who are like alchemists who make it seem like it's silver, but it's copper or whatever, you know, iron.
No, I'm an artificer. See, look what I made, and I point at my
That's a
steel defender.
monstrosity.
Excuse
We're never
me?
gonna get out of here. Oh no, we're 100 feet down. I start looking at the possible exits.
You're like, is there a fire escape here, or like what happens if a fire breaks out?
Where's
Where do
the
I run?
fast lift? Where's
Yeah.
the quickest lift?
Where's the cargo elevator?
Yeah, cargo's not bad.
They reach under. They've got, you know, a counter, a whole display, right? All carved out of stone, by the way. And they pull out a token, probably about this big, like a square token, made of iron, with Death Ek runes on it, the dwarven script. And they hand it to you, and they go, "That'll take you who you're looking for." Keep in mind, I would be much more courteous to him, as he is very good at what he does.
Thank you for the advice and for helping.
I'm just gonna nod and say, well, that's why we're going to pay him the big bucks.
Oh my
And
god!
we walk
can't
away.
get-
Yep, walk away. Walk away. Walk
I
away.
stayed silent the whole time, but you were rude to my friend, so you got your money back.
Oh my
So
god!
you get a referral bonus. So one side has a name, which I believe some of you can read Dwarven.
Not me.
Wait.
I can read Gnomish.
Well, it's,
I
think I
probably-
can.
it's the same alphabet,
Actually-
but not.
Can read
Actually,
Dwarvish.
Oh, you can? Okay, all right. I thought it was actually the thief who left who could read dwarves.
Dwarvish, Elvish, and Giant.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what happened to? I was writing something. Where'd it go?
I got a spell named Tongues.
That allows
speak
you
with
to
anyone.
speak
Yeah.
and understand.
That's Dead Ice After Dark.
Amazing.
But I had a whole thing. What? Where am I?
The Dice After Dark is actually just watching me eat peanut butter and jelly.
I was
because
wondering what kind of sandwich you were eating.
Yeah,
My
I
ass
really
just-
I'd be
this.
into that.
I haven't eaten. I just looked at the time and I was like, oh my god, I don't think I've eaten since like 2 o'clock.
I had one meal
Yeah.
today by accident.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Eric.
Accidentally ate one meal.
No, it was only one
We've
meal
all been
today.
there.
It
I
happens.
accidentally eat one meal all the time.
But that
Usually
meal was
2 or 3 in a row,
delicious.
but
I accidentally eat 3, 4, 5, 6 meals sometimes.
yeah,
I made
sounds
it.
like my life.
I made an amazing steak sandwich for dinner.
Ooh.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It says Thunderhammer Smithy, Mirabar Branch,
Hammer Smith.
and the other side is directions. And it's like, you know, follow Smith Street to, you know, Iron, the intersection of Iron and Steel, which are all, you know, underground lanes or passageways. And you come to it's the more you walk, the hotter it gets. And you do get some side eyes from some dwarves. There's plenty of axes of Mirabar walking around, fully kitted in half plate, you know, axe, several throwing axes, shield, you know, full helm, everything. Like you don't want to mess with these people.
No.
But you know, you got your little token, so they're like, all right, you know, keep moving. And it's easy enough to find. Obviously, dwarven cities are very well designed and organized. And there's a shop you come to, carved into the side, and it's got an steel door with slits in it, and it's got windows with slits. It's almost like a gun shop. And there's a sign in Dwarven, and one side is a hammer and an anvil and a lightning bolt, and the other side says in Deathec runes, Thunderhammer Smithy. Mirabar branch. And inside, it is a very spacious workplace. It is very hot. There's bare stone floors. There's anvils, ranging from like 6 feet across, all the way down to something that you would imagine is probably for like silversmithing. There's racks upon racks of weapons. There's plenty of places like water and oil, places to quench blades. There's 3 different forges, 2 of which are being worked at the moment. And there's a small counter near the front where one dwarf comes up and says, may I help you? Missy, may I help you?
Do you speak in common, or is this like dwarvish?
They see non-dwarves and they speak common.
Yeah, just want to make sure. Is that anybody can respond?
They seem kind of small for a dwarf.
Bring it up.
Are they dwarves?
Well, everyone else in here is a full size, between 4'8" and like 5'2". But this person is kind of scrawnier. They don't have any facial hair. They're like 3
this
feet
is a
tall.
child. This is a child working the counter.
How may I help you?
We were told that this is the best place to to speak with someone who has extensive experience forging with dragon scales.
Yeah, they want dragon scales. And you hear a hammer hit the ground, and you hear 37 different dwarven curse words. And a dwarf comes stomping over. All right, boy, get back and start quenching those blades. Yes, father.
Oh. It's a family-run business.
The quenchiest.
Just Quenchies from Kellogg's.
Cactus juice. It's the quenchiest.
It's the cereal for dwarves. Hey, I'm Georum Forum. This is this Thunderhammer Smithy, nearby branch. I heard my boy says dragon scales.
Yes, we heard that you are fine craftsmen, and we came.
I'm a fine craftsman.
I'm sorry, my language skills are inferior in discussing the skills of dwarves. It didn't translate properly. That you are the craftsman for dragon scales. That I think is more appropriate in our common tongue, perhaps. So, because you are the one and only of all of Mirabar, for this commission, we thought we would come straight to you.
Well, my father specialized in the use of hides and scales and chitin to make some of the best armor you've ever seen. And luckily, he taught my brothers and I the same trade. So if you want to present me with the material, I'll tell you what we can do.
All right.
I excitedly yank open the bag of holding and pull out the dragon scales.
Woo!
Boo.
Just we tip the scales.
I wish I had a sandwich.
These are a little scuffed. He's flipping them over. Yeah, they haven't been properly, prepared, cleaned. They don't look like they were harvested very well.
It was.
Rude.
There were extenuating circumstances under which we acquired them. Another dragon may.
We were in a bit of a hurry.
There was another dragon there. It was a
it's
thing.
melted here. That's not normal.
Yeah, it was a red dragon.
Oh no, these are black dragons. I don't know.
No, there was another dragon there.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll buy this off of you for 400 gold. Or I can make you something.
Well, it's up to us. I mean, I'm happy either way.
I want to roll an insight check about whether or not 400 gold seems like I don't have a great understanding of pricing.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to roll an insight check about whether or not he's trying to like
Pull a fast one.
give us give us the business.
My guess too is he may also be quite right about the condition, and what are we gonna do with it too, right? So that's how I'm kind of looking at it. But sure,
Well,
I
he
mean, go
hasn't
for
even
it.
asked us he hasn't even asked us what we want to do with it.
Well, I mean, he did offer to. Well, just go ahead and roll. I mean, we'll see.
Any good store, you accept trade-ins.
It's an 11.
Pretty straight-faced.
Yeah, I don't know dwarves that well. It's
He doesn't
Of course, they all look alike.
He's probably more stoic than most dwarves.
Yikes.
like
His face is-
squinting at it a little bit.
His face is covered in soot from working in the forge. There's like wrinkles from where he squints and stuff like that, where there's a little bit of his skin poking through underneath.
All right. Well, I'll just ask him straight up. What could you make with this?
I could make a nice set of half plate for something about this big. Not a lot of material to work with here.
What about this big? And I do it about Bambi's height.
He goes, oh yeah, I could cut these scales into a decent set of scale mail. Oh yeah. Cover your torso, your upper arms, your legs. Yeah, maybe even Nixon might make some. Why can't I think of the name? Sabatons, I suppose.
What about a leather situation with them? Is the material okay to make a leather?
Good. It's not great though.
Fair.
Right? It would just be like regular leather reinforced with dragon, like bits of dragon scale, but it wouldn't be any better than regular.
Yeah. I know we've asked many questions. I apologize for taking up your time. I have just one more. What would the condition of a shield be were we to make one?
Oh, shield. Yeah, shield's easy. Yeah.
Mhm.
You just basically slap a handle on one of these bigger scales.
How many shields could you make?
One, probably. Yeah, you only got one big enough, right? And even then, it's really, it's not even like full size.
Mhm.
But it'd be good for mounted combat, right? Like it wouldn't get in the way. If you put a nice strap on it, you could easily still guide your horse with one hand. That'd be all right.
Well, it's up to you, Banbi,
Eric,
because
scoop up my bard.
I can always, the shield isn't so important. I mean, but I think the opportunity to wear, Black Dragon scale mail, I think that's.
I'm sorry, you can do both though.
You can do, we can do both.
Oh, okay, all right.
But
Yeah.
So the question is whether or not you want scale mail. Then that's the question. So
This is the question. It does increase my AC a point, and I was not
overall.
particularly stealthy to begin with. So
to scale or not to scale? That is the question.
yeah, you'll totally be giving up the stealth though for sure.
yeah, I get disadvantage if you're using it.
Bear in mind that one time you turn invisible when you didn't tell us that you could do that. That's going to become a little less viable if you can't.
Well, she just
sneak.
wouldn't have advantage anymore. She'd have a straight roll.
Right. I mean, Black Dragon leather armor is still pretty,
So pretty
fancy
badass.
too. Yeah. Yeah, totally up to you. I mean, if they can make a shield, that's secondary, and if they can, I'll just take the shield. So
They can definitely make the shield.
Yeah.
So, I kinda don't. Yeah, no, I want the leather. I think I want leather armor just because I already don't roll great at times. Having an explicit disadvantage.
no, that's fair.
I think you would look really awesome in it. So
What do you have currently though? Do you have studded or just regular leather?
Studded.
Okay.
So I go down.
good leather.
I would go down an arm. I'd go down a point.
Can they? But no, can he only make leather, or we didn't ask about studded?
Oh, that's a good point. We didn't actually.
No, there's no studded.
Okay,
Fair.
fair enough.
Hide, banded, which I've switched to scale, half plate or full plate or breastplate. But you would need a gargantuan dragon to make a full plate or
alright.
breastplate for
Yeah.
a small creature. Because you have to understand that the idea would be to take, instead of a piece of steel, right, and forging it into a breastplate, you don't want a bunch, like if you're doing a bunch of scales, that's scale mail, right? If you want to carve a single scale into a plate, you need a scale big enough to do that.
Right.
And since the creature you fought was that was dead was a large dragon, the biggest scale you're gonna get is gonna be maybe this big, maybe a little bigger, like a breast piece, and that's gonna be your shield. Probably is the biggest piece. That's why you can't make full plate or whatever. Like that's why you can make tiny creature armor because you could carve that into one piece, but you have a bunch of little scales, which is what allows you to make scale mail. But studded leather is something that bothers me heavily. In my mind, it's just a jack of plates, which is basically you take a jacket and you sew strips of metal inside of it that you can replace. A really high quality version would be like a brigandine, which has larger plates. And that's where the idea of like studded leather kind of comes from, because when you look at a brigandine, it's usually like velvet or leather, and it's got a bunch of rivets in it.
Yeah.
And those rivets are actually keeping the metal attached to the armor underneath. So that's where the
Can't
idea.
be like Cloud Strife and have the huge ass rivets. You're one.
that's
shoulder
just
pauldron.
one big pauldron. That's,
I know it's like here's the giant screw in there.
Yeah.
We got it.
I assume it's screwed into his arm, and that's how it stays attached.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can do scale. You can do. Also, he's like, if you want, I can do magic.
Like, could you do a magic leather? A leather magic?
Oh yeah.
That would be an improvement.
He's like, it wouldn't be as, to be honest, it wouldn't be as nice as the scale, but I can do it. Yeah.
Still.
I just, I have a history of already being quite clumsy, and I feel like a medium armor would really put paid to me ever having a chance of coming out of an adventure alive, sir, if I'm being totally honest.
If you're wearing one of my armors, you're probably gonna live.
Ooh, nice. I like that.
Sir,
Salesmanship.
There's an insect on my ceiling.
He's a scalesman.
hey!
He doesn't like the conversation to drag on.
Scales.
Just wants to forge you something next. Whatever you can forge.
Hey.
I want to get one of those big dice.
I don't.
It was a spider.
This is another one. Nice. This is actually my roommates, and they got it at a convention, maybe Anime North or something. So I don't know. You'd have to get them at something like that. So anyway,
I have
Yeah.
pillow ones too.
I want
the pillow ones are cool.
pillows, but
The plush and pillow
Fun to
ones are
throw
fun.
at people.
Yes,
I like throwing things at people, especially children.
You get them at work sometimes.
throwing children at people.
Full initiative.
People?
Here.
Bastard. All right, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna stick with the leather. I see if we can do some sort of magic leather situation.
Just
Yeah, and if it's possible to do a magic shield as well, I'd go for that.
Magic,
If not, the priority is the magic leather, though.
magic.
We're both priorities, buddy.
It just seems like a good song.
It's okay. I'd rather you have
Someone says
a
magic
better
leather.
base set of armor.
Because,
Shields,
did
you
you
can
want
always-
it to be be allowed? Did you want it to extend it like its resistance to energy to you, or did you just want it to be like better quality?
I would like the resistance to extend to the wearer, if possible.
Okay.
Nice.
This magic leather.
Magic leather.
Magic leather.
Magic leather.
Magic leather.
For a
Bars
shield,
to write a
magic.
song based on it.
what are you looking for?
Is that possible to extend?
That's when shield's like ready to go.
Magic leather.
If you just want to, like a regular
Sexy no
magic
matter
shield.
the weather.
What would the benefit be that
Not
you
even
could
made of
imbue on a
leather.
shield made from this
Dragon scale.
material? What options are there?
Magic leather.
Well, naturally,
And if the weather is
the
pale.
Yeah, the shield is resistant.
intrinsic properties of it being immune to any corrosion is nice.
Is it? That's not possible to extend to the wearer, though, right?
With a shield, not really. No.
No.
I might. Oh well.
I'm gonna lean over to Bambi and ask, do you think you're going to need some sort of like magic leather cleaner? Or can you just use water on that? I don't know how this works.
I don't know either.
Maybe ask him later. After it's made so you don't look like a complete fool.
I'm pretty sure he already thinks I'm a fool.
If I had a couple of other types of dragon, I could make you a dragon slayer shield, which would get you like many types of resistances. But on its own, the enchantment won't stick to just one scale. It doesn't really. It's difficult to stick enchantments in certain things, certain ways. The weave is funny like that.
I nod knowingly. I do know the weave is like that.
Maybe
weed
what we
be
can
like
do
Weaves do
is
be like that sometimes.
we can cover some of the cost of the armor by letting them keep the material that they could use to make the shield, and I'll just buy a shield from them. How does that sound? Because it doesn't really seem like there's any real advantage of them other than fashion, right? Like they can actually make you.
The shield itself would be completely immune to. Like a +1 shield is tougher than a regular shield, right?
Yeah,
In terms of destroying. But a black dragon scale shield cannot, like, when you use your shield to protect you from fire, if you were using a normal shield, that would probably start melting from the dragon's breath. You were not using a normal shield during that dragon fight, right?
right.
Like, if you fight, there's plenty of, like, if you play, what was it, black puddings and stuff like that will permanently
Oh, that's
ruin
true.
your gear, right?
Yeah, that's true. We have run into a lot of acidic things, actually. Now that I think about it.
So, I mean, that's up to you, right? Like,
Yeah.
All you
Okay,
need
okay.
to get a good weave with a lace
Well,
front, and you'll be okay.
I was actually considering like shopping, but no, actually, I guess yeah, no, actually, you make a good argument for just maintaining the resistance. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it's themed. It's like armor that we got as a party. And of course, if we run into any evil dragons in the future, they're going to immediately kill us. But that's okay, because we've taken out 2 dragons.
It definitely does not improve your relations with dragons when you're wearing their familial
Kin?
skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is
Can't
that
imagine why
consideration.
that would be.
Yeah. That's why
I'm wearing
also
the face of your brother. Why are you mad at me right now?
kind of why I'm weighing the I'm weighing the options there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, no, but yeah, no, acid resistant shield. I mean, I don't know. It just generally seems.
I mean, it wouldn't be
kind of
resistant.
good.
The shield would be immune to acid.
Immune, yeah, immune. So
It just
it's not
wouldn't
bad.
do it for you.
Yeah, I know.
You stand behind
Okay.
it real good and shrink up.
Well, he can do that. It's just that, like, when he
No, if
uses
he
his
falls
shield to
into a pit
protect
of acid,
himself from
yeah.
stuff, if he wasn't using a heavily enchanted shield at the time, his shield, even a +1 shield, would have started melting under that dragon's breath.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it literally turned a gnome to ash.
Yeah.
True.
Took 2 tries, but yes.
Hey, second time's the charm.
Yes.
You guys are doing it, the armor and the shield?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just do that then.
That's dope.
I like a lot.
Okay, so you want
Like that.
acid resistant leather armor.
Yes, granted to the wearer,
Okay. Right.
and I'll get whatever I can.
Magic leather.
Magic leather. Oh, Banbi didn't go this time.
Magic leather.
It's magic.
Protect you from any weather. Except for maybe
including-
acid rain.
Because you're, providing your own material, that's always a benefit. And it's easier to enchant certain, like, this material to make it, you resistant. It's a straight 400 gold for the shield.
Okay.
And the, where is it? The armor is 2,000 gold.
All right. So I guess we'll have this conversation that I was going to save for the chat. How much of the treasure from the Gnome Depot group was able to be transferred over to me personally? Because that's I don't think we can cover that right now without some of that. But it is a
Depends on if you took the money from the gnomes or not, because they're just hanging out with their buddy.
yeah, because there's a whole pile of treasure there, but we didn't really figure out who was grabbing what, right? So
Wait, are these crafters? Are they gnome?
no, they're
dwarves.
dwarves.
Dwarves. Okay.
I was gonna say, everybody just got their what
Yeah.
I know, everybody got their like payment, but
Yeah,
Arn took
but-
down the list of everything that was part of the treasure.
Yeah. Like I already used the payment for something, and then you used your payment for the Church of Lathander. So there was only one payment left over, and I'm just going to assume that that stays with whoever.
And you
But
also
the
had the
overall-
payment from our dead buddy.
Yeah, no,
Use
no,
that as
but I used that for something, like when we were sorting stuff out. So yeah, so two of the payments are gone, but the overall treasure hasn't been touched. So the question, I hadn't actually talked to you guys about it, and I was kind of wondering, like, well, I mean, I don't want to take everything. I mean,
Do it. Take everything.
does it
We
make
weren't on
sense
the
though?
adventure. We don't know about it.
Yeah.
We could just think you got like 200 gold.
So there's essentially there's 2,000 gold in those brass mugs
Right.
with gold inlay.
Oh, true. That's right. We had that set. Why don't we? Yeah, let's just exchange that because we can always commission like cool matching mugs later. So
We
that just
actually
makes
have
things
matching
easier.
mugs already.
Yeah, I know. That's just it. We've got all kinds of mugs
The
right
matching
now.
rings too. We're all
Do we-
cute.
We got matching
All right.
rings and we got
Wow.
matching goblets, a set of
Okay.
4.
Well, if the
squad.
mugs
That could be
if
our
the
name.
mugs cover it, let's just do that nice and easy.
We're not goblins.
I'll cover the shield myself. But yeah, I mean, let's just use the party mugs, whatever we want to call them, just straight up, just to make it nice and easy, so you can just subtract them from the list.
The party
Sound good?
mugs.
So you want to give him some mugs?
They're red
Well, if they
solo
won't take
ones.
if they won't take the mugs, we can go and sell the mugs. But I was just trying to keep things simple. So
Well, go
I
ahead.
like gems a little more.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for those
All right.
mugs.
I'll try.
You
They
want me
are
to-
with gold inlay.
Oh my God,
They're-
you're taking a mug shot.
Well, but he might not want them.
You're shooting your shot with
Do
these
you,
mugs.
do you want me to try
14.
persuasion? Oh,
Oh wait, yeah. What's your charisma now?
I have my charisma is my persuasion is +4.
Oh yeah, I should have had you do it. Sorry. I don't know. I don't know if we can do takebacks on that. But yeah, I rolled a 14, so I should have.
Mine
He
would
looks
have
at
been
the mugs. He
15.
goes, "Where did you get these?"
You know what? I actually forgot. Were those?
a horde.
No.
Red dragon horde.
Were those ones from the Red Dragon?
Yeah,
Fort?
they were from
Or
Yes,
were
they
they?
are.
Okay.
These are Delzoon make.
That would make sense. The dragon had taken residence, I believe, in Delzoon lands.
Yeah, I'll take these.
Okay.
Woo.
That's right. All that Delzoon treasure. I think that was the only stuff that was actually specifically Delzoon, though. Maybe some rings. All right, cool. All right, well, that's awesome. That saves us a lot of trouble on the armor. That's fantastic. Sorry, how much gold for the shield? Was it
400?
400. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pretty sure I can cover that from some of the treasure, so we'll just make that a straight 400 GP.
If you've got extra coin to spare, we've got all kinds of great stuff here.
Yeah, I actually will look at that. I just, again, am I going to grab all that treasure or not? That was the only thing I wanted to figure out before I assumed.
My instinct would be that the gnomes are probably more likely to be interested in the cash. So
Okay.
maybe just
Some
like
magic items. Yeah.
that would be my I don't know what anyone else thinks.
Yep. Finnegan. Wait, Finnegan? Yeah, Finnegan
Yeah.
likes coins. He likes tossing them to people.
Okay. God,
Amazing.
good grief.
And isn't one for
Bum called
items.
him Lilac.
I'm to save
So
time.
Yeah.
What we'll do is I'll chat with these guys just to figure out how much coin I can leave with. But otherwise, if they don't want the magic items, I'll go through that and figure out what we can sell, and then I'll figure out how much I've got left over to actually buy stuff
You
from
think
this
this
dwarf.
dwarf would appreciate a joke that involves mugs?
Only way
While
to
he's
find out.
working, maybe I lean up to him and I say, "No, one time, came home and found my girlfriend naked. She had a porcelain mug, right? She said she was a teacup." That's it. I'm just gonna walk away. Something to think about.
That's the face.
At some point, this entire party is just going to turn into a stand-up routine with just parts.
Basically, is I try not to. All of my characters end up being funny because I can't resist making a fucking joke.
I prefer to work in silence.
I know what you mean.
Oh, be on my way.
The only music I need is the ringing of the metal.
But yeah, just to save time, once I figured out the cash, I will actually stick with this fellow, because yeah, I'm impressed by his work. So if there is some leftover money, I probably will buy some stuff from him.
Well, there's a couple of magic items that stand out. There is
Oh yeah, okay. Oh,
something called
good.
shadow armor.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay,
The
that's-
army scythe, which is a crossbow,
Ooh,
and a dagger of venom.
Ooh.
I just got a crossbow.
You
Is
could
that a
flip
ranged
them like
crossbow?
Loki.
yeah, but he died. So okay, dagger of venom. How much is that?
What is that?
That's the music. It's coming through.
On my end. Damn it.
I don't think it's the cord, man.
Look, I
That's a
Wait,
Gary
is
on the
that
ground.
Yukata Hikaru? Like, who is that?
Why is it always somebody popular?
I think
After all
Kinda
that I've
Grande?
learned this week and the components that I'm buying, I mean, the truth is, it could be the power like you guys think, but I just have a lot of cables. I have a lot of cables, like all tightly packed here.
Why?
So it's just not a, well, just, that's my space. It's just,
Yeah.
I've got to like that. So yeah, it's just a bad scene, you know? So it could be any number of things. But yeah,
Damn it.
no, I've just got so many wires, like
Do you
it's all
occasionally pick up
unshielded.
a radio frequency?
We're gonna build a dodecahedron
You had
of iron and lead and put Steve inside of it. And it's just a single wire coming out of
Still
it,
get static.
and it's not for air.
I'm hoping the switch to the XLR next week will. I mean, it might introduce new problems. I'm not imagining it's going to be the cure, but I'm hoping at least.
When it starts picking up satellite signals instead.
If it ends up playing The Cure, then that's the real issue.
That'd be awesome.
Like, it
How
won't
much-
end up being The
How
Cure, but
much
it
is the
might.
dagger of venom?
Dagger of venom is 1,500 gold.
Ready to stab
Okay,
me.
and then how much is the armor? That's
Shadow
expensive.
armor. Where is your price here?
Shadow armor.
Shadow.
We just keep thinking of songs for it.
Yeah.
I've
Can hide in
put
the
the
shadows with
the
the
split
fire.
for the treasure hoard. I put the three-way
Oh.
split for the treasure hoard in
Okay.
that chat spot, so you know exactly how much you have.
Shadow
thank
armor
you.
costs 10,000 gold.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna cover that.
Best thing
No,
is,
I
like,
didn't think
Zanon
so.
never needs the split, but if she needs anything, she just goes up to Marcus and is like, "Can you buy this for me?"
Yeah.
What was the last thing?
That's always how
Sorry.
it'll go.
Okay.
It's a crossbow called the Army Scythe. It's a light crossbow of speed. It costs 6,000 gold.
Ooh.
It allows you
Like
just every time you make an attack, you make an extra attack with it. When you, well, I'm sorry, when you take the attack action to make an attack, you make an extra attack with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's also a +1 light crossbow, so it's a D8. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait,
No, but I don't need it. That would be for
I
somebody
have
else.
a crossbow. Why don't I just get a better one, even though I just bought
Yeah,
one?
that's what I was
You have
thinking.
disadvantage on everything past like 10 feet.
What
Oh,
if
really?
I'm a were rat and I can
She's-
see okay?
Blind.
But when she's a
I also
werewolf,
have
she
a-
grow eyes.
Glasses.
I also have a crossbow.
Right.
Ah.
To the
okay.
bard. Statistically, he'll hit
Yeah,
more.
but sometimes when you go places, they have incredibly powerful magic items that you probably can't afford right now.
Yeah,
Too
we're not
bad.
going to be able to get everything. I mean, if you really want the crossbow to be
Good.
like your main like weapon, which I don't think is a bad idea, but I'm just saying, you know, like that's the decision, right?
I don't. Well, I could always vicious mockery and crossbow away.
Well, that's part of it.
Always good to have a ranged attack. That's all I know. And it's just like, listen up.
Sorry, I don't see the message you posted me, Banbi.
Oh, it's in our room.
The PC secret strategy. room?
Yeah, it's from June 15th.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay.
Should we do this
Oh,
off
I didn't
stream
see the
or
split.
on stream?
Okay.
Off
No,
stream.
it's fine. It's fine.
He did the split off stream.
Oh.
Okay,
I just
yeah.
did the split now.
Yeah,
Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. Yeah, we can't be buying magic crossbows with that, so unfortunately.
It's okay, I don't need a magic one.
I'm good.
I have my +1 staff.
Okay, I don't want to tie up like the time. Yeah, I don't think we can buy any of those. Maybe the dagger. I mean, what does a venom dagger do exactly? Like it poisons, I presume, on a hit, right?
Yeah. When you hit, sorry, 1 second. When you hit with a dagger of venom,
It talks
there we go.
like
It's a +1 dagger. You can use an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature. The creature must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, take 2d10 poison damage, and become poisoned for 1 minute. Which poisoned is a status effect that makes you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. The dagger can't be used this way again until the next dawn.
Oh,
You went
okay.
blurry, Dave.
Yeah, I did. Hold on. There you go.
We
Now
are
if I-
venom. We are venom dagger.
It's a pretty sweet dagger, but that's an assassin weapon. I mean, if I've ever heard of one. So I mean, I don't think. I mean, unless the bard wants it. I mean,
The bard
that's
wants
the only one
all.
No, but I mean, you got to remember, you got to sneak up and stab somebody with that.
I
right?
have
That's the
invisibility, I think.
whole- Okay. I mean,
I do. I do have invisibility.
I mean, that might be possible, like if we do a lot of math, but it's 1,500. It's still a lot of money. So
That's a lot, yeah.
I was gonna say R.I.P. Brad Venable.
This guy's
Voice.
father
Venom.
has a saying, which is, "I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition," which was the saying I would always hear, and it's like that doesn't make any sense to me because you're going to pay him more, but he's better than everyone else at it.
that's dwarven logic.
It is.
Okay, yeah. So thank you for those amazing pieces of art. But yeah, we can't afford them at this time. But I will remember that you have them. Yeah, I might. Don't say so sinisterly. I still might consider other, magic. Actually, how much would a suit of +1 scale, just straight +1 scale, cost?
+1 scale mail.
Yeah.
+1 scale mail. Nope, down, not up.
Jam into the music.
Dig up, stupid.
Dig up.
Yeah, 3,000 gold for +1 scale mail.
I think that might be slightly outside as well. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Well, I mean, I'm happy with the shield if he's able to fix that up for me, and we got the armor covered, so we're good.
Just come back in 3 days.
All right.
Do
3
it.
days.
And that's
Chowder time.
expedited as well. I got other orders to take care of, so.
Well, thank you. We appreciate your renowned craftsmanship and attention.
On my way out, I'm gonna sip a fake thing of tea and just like it's
Everybody does hate Mondays. Commercial.
I really hope the new mic
it's just
works.
your
I
new
just-
deity popping in and out. You know that weird technological one? It's just
Yeah,
like listen to me.
yeah.
Hear my
That's-
messages.
I'm supposed to be the one who hears it, not you guys. I can't hear it. That's the thing that drives me crazy. Good grief.
It's fun.
Muting
All right,
it.
anything else you guys want to do?
Chowder.
The
Yeah,
chowder is in
we-
East Haven.
That was an
Although
old
we should
roll.
get a snack.
That was your other persona. No,
No, no.
is there anything? Is there
something
anything
fun
else you
for
guys
3
need to
days.
track down or purchase?
No, I got my cloak of fanciness.
I got my cloak of Lando.
Are you sure
I'm
you don't want
gonna-
anything else though, Zanon? Like,
Got
Also,
a plus
that's
one
all a
staff.
monk needs,
I got a
baby.
crossbow.
You have your,
Got a bunch of potions of healing. Like I remember, I stocked up before. I was very strategic.
you have your knuckles.
Like I got torches. I got
Yeah.
potions of healing.
Also, it's not like you can afford braces of defense. They cost 4,000 gold.
I'm good for
so
now.
good.
Leveled
Alright.
up. So
Well, the only other thing I can think of, other than possible just random shopping for common or uncommon things, is just I'm gonna, if I've got the time and nothing else happens in the next 3 days, I'm going to study the book.
Tomb of Understanding.
Yeah, the Tome of Understanding. Yeah.
That takes, so it's very specific.
Yeah. Where is it? Let's see.
So if you have to spend 48 hours over a period of 6
Oh,
days,
6 days.
fewer, studying
okay.
the book's contents and practicing its guidelines, your wisdom score increases by 2, as does your maximum for that score. So
Okay, no, that's okay. I won't rush
can
it.
do it in 2
I'll
days.
start.
It just means you go 2 days without sleeping.
Yeah, and I didn't take that Eldritch ability that would allow me to do that, so that's okay.
If you try and do it in 3 days, right? That's 48 hours over 3 days, so that
That's
leaves
still
you
a lot.
enough time to sleep twice, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
kind of rough.
Right? Well, no, you can sleep 3 times. Yeah, that you could if you literally do nothing all day for nothing but that all
All
day
right.
for 3 days, you could do it. Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to do that because I'm not
Okay.
going to assume we don't get interrupted. Okay, so that's going to be my plan. I'm just going to explain to everybody.
You just
I have
stay in
this
your
very
room.
important book. I need to read it. I'm good, but yeah, I gotta really study for this big test. So
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. But
So for the
that
first day, I want you to make me
great.
a Constitution saving throw.
Yikes. Okay.
Maybe
See if
every
you
night
can
before bed, can you
push
read
through
me
it.
part of those journals?
Of course.
7.
We'll do that.
That doesn't look good.
You gain a point of exhaustion,
Oh,
which
conditions.
goes away when you sleep for 8 hours.
Oh, okay. All right. So I don't have exhaustion then. So does that go back to 0?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So then I gotta roll again, right?
And the next day, I want you to roll twice.
All right. First roll. Oof. 7 again. Second roll. 16. I presume that's a disadvantage situation.
No, you don't get disadvantage on saving throws from
Okay.
exhaustion until you gain. Is it level? Let me see what level it is. That's level 3.
Okay.
And since you only gained 1 level,
Okay.
this
So
time
I'm at
your level
1.
goes away again, which is nice. This might be
Oh, okay.
too easy because you're going to sleep again, so you lose level. And on the last day, I want you to make 3.
Okay.
Got this.
Oh,
This
I
is-
got a
this
B.
Treating it as not only are you pushing yourself to to stay, but also like it's a lot of concentration, and Constitution
enough.
is how you make concentration checks. So
No, it's true. I'm reading a gigantic ancient tome in 3 days. I mean, it's significant.
it's a lot.
All right. So I rolled a B. So that's 22.
oh,
well,
nice,
that
that's
does.
1 success.
It's 1 success.
Yeah.
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
And I rolled another 7. I got 7 in all 3 days.
Okay.
Jeez.
So you gain 2 levels of exhaustion.
All right. 2. Did that. Okay, there we go.
at the end of those days, if I just click use, is it gonna? Yeah, it worked. I clicked use.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah, if you refresh, your wisdom should be, or you can just do it yourself. Your wisdom. I guess it just stays in your inventory.
Yeah, I own it now, but I can't.
But yeah, the book is no longer magical.
Yeah, there it is. I feel wiser.
You have 2 levels of exhaustion, so
Yeah, I probably can't.
at the end of day 3.
Yeah, I probably can't leave right away. Well, I mean, I can. It's just what does level 2? Anyway,
I think your speed is halved.
awesome. Yeah, I remember this when this happened last time.
That's great.
It was worth it. I can see time. It makes sense. Space. It's all an illusion. We're in a game.
We
A
hear
game,
him
damn it.
ranting like from the other room. He's eating breakfast or something.
I rolled a bee. A bee.
Seen the koala.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys get 3 days of whatever then.
And then you can go pick up your gear.
Oh, sweet.
Ready.
Does
Awesome.
anyone have 450 extra gold that I could use?
Why? What do you want to buy?
Deck of illusions.
Oh my god. I think. Well, you're gonna
Look,
see
Eric.
if that's available first.
That's true.
How? Yeah. Is that an uncommon item or a rare?
Uncommon.
Okay. But still, it's got to be rolled for.
Rick, I have literally 0 currency.
All right, so Deraleth Fel gets a +1 shield,
Oh, very good.
and
All right.
Banbi gets a leather armor of resistance. Acid.
Do you want me to do some pit fighting to make you some money?
Yeah.
Can you be a
Yeah,
double
right?
were rat?
I'm gonna make them double aware of where I'm at.
But all the pit fighting in the city has since shut down because all the other were rats are dead.
Oh, you killed them all.
What about my nemesis? I'm just kidding, you took off.
So, so are you guys gonna stay another night and then leave, or are you gonna leave when
Let me do it.
Deraleth also has a level of exhaustion?
That's
Or
okay.
have
I mean, it's
one
up to you
level.
guys.
Exhaustion.
He has 3 days, right? Can I perform at night to make money?
Sure.
Can I perform with him? I have a stick. Those stuff. I could do, I could do some acrobatic stuff.
Yeah, do some kung
Fancy
fu.
flourishes and kicks.
That's true.
It's just work, but
Yeah, I
it's
could
supposed
dance
to
with
be
Banbi's
for a
robot.
week. So I'm going to divide whatever it is by 3, since you're only doing it for 3 days. So you can make me a performance check.
Neat.
Want to roll it too?
Or charisma using a musical instrument, which is the same as it's going to be a performance check because you're proficient.
28. How many did you want? 2?
Just one.
Oh, that was 28.
Because it's normally
I
for
got
a
a
week.
4.
You got a 4. Okay. Zanon makes no money.
Oh.
If the chart would allow it, Zanon would have lost money.
Bannon tried. He doesn't have the.
My
And
performance
Marcus
is plus
makes-
9.
Marcus makes 8 gold in 3 days,
Yes.
which
I
is
say
being
that my
kind of-
lycanthropy started making me act kind of weird. I'd be doing well, and then I'd start getting a little skitterish, and people are like, "What the fuck?" And they just walk away. So I'm like, "Shit." Means well.
How much is an Electrum goblet worth?
The Electrum goblets are worth 25 gold apiece.
Damn.
No.
What about a griffin pelt?
I should have just
I
worn
haven't-
that.
Oh,
Instead of making you buy me a coat.
oh,
Get a
sorry.
griffin. Where did you get a griffin belt?
I don't know. It's under my other possessions.
I think it was
you probably
the
have it from
adult.
being a monster hunter.
Oh, you skinned the adult griffin.
We just skilled. Yeah, it was.
That thing is rotten by now because you never did anything with it.
I
God
did.
damn it! You had a griffin pelt. I'm just
You
kidding. I'm
never
fine with my
like you didn't dry it out or anything.
I did not. I'm gonna take it off
No.
my
Thank you.
possession.
It is absolutely. In fact, you've probably been smelling for quite some time. I mean, you've been in Mirabar for like 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Maybe it's the room that's smelly, not me.
No, it's the if at some point, probably like week 4, the owner is like, what is the smell in here? Everything smells.
What died? Literally.
What animal died and it smells?
It's a griffin.
Half like a chicken and half like a cat. And it smells like they both ate each other and died in here.
I'll be a griffin.
Good God.
Get rid of it.
Oh.
It's disgusting.
All right. So from now on, when you guys harvest stuff, remember we got to actually do something with it afterwards.
Luckily, dragon scales are pretty naturally like dry.
Resilient.
Well, that was also fairly recently, so it wasn't as bad.
And they were also like, heated.
That's
all the
true.
bacteria would have been annihilated from the red dragon.
That's true. Yeah, the griffin that was weeks ago.
Okay.
So,
Griffin was like before
months
I
ago.
joined.
It was.
Yeah, it's
It was
before I
you
joined, so that's why I didn't know you even had it.
Oh, we had a griffin friend for a bit.
yeah, we actually had a griffin.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe
Here's my question. So are you guys gonna wait? Are you gonna leave on day 4 or day 5? Because day 4, Deraleth Fel still has a point of exhaustion. That's all I want to know.
What does he look
Sleep in the
like?
cart.
What do you mean? What does he look like?
Does he look?
Left.
No.
Is he exhausted as me right
Just
now?
1 point of exhaustion. Yeah.
No, he's
It's like
as
us
exhausted as me
normally
right
if we
now.
were exhausted.
He has disadvantage on ability checks, which is like
Well,
he
okay.
can't remember things as well.
Let's
He's
just
not
wait
as-
another
All right,
day.
here- No. Well,
Yeah.
here's the question: how are we even leaving? Are we going to take a caravan? Are we just going to ride horses? Are we going to walk? Like that's the next question.
Caravan.
Oh my God, another caravan! All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Or
see if
are we
there's a
waiting
caravan
for-
that needs some protection. We're great at protection.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's do that first. Let's find out if there is a caravan available leaving on the day right away, and if there isn't, then I'll sleep. Let's do it that way. How about that?
Okay.
This is when we find that ice lady again, isn't it?
The priestess
What ice
returned.
lady?
It's her,
I don't
no,
know
it's
what
her
you're talking
sister.
about.
Well, she left.
She's actually a.
She left.
She just
remember?
walked out.
Yeah. That's why I said
No,
we
it's
could
her
see her
sister.
again.
Her sister's
What did
actually
I
a
call
fire
it?
priestess. There's an ice priestess, a fire
Expediated-
priestess, an air
And
priestess.
they murdered in cold blood.
No.
She was
What did I
trying
call
to
it
kill
again?
us. She
To a
tried to
snowbank.
kill us.
No. What did I call it? I gotta find it again now because I was
She
quite
tried to
proud of
ki-
that response.
Anyway,
She tried
is,
to kill
is there a
us.
caravan?
They're like, oh, a Yeti's here. She must be trying to murder us.
She did try to murder us.
It was
And I
trying to
killed
murder us.
them.
There it
You
is.
did kill
Yes,
that.
expedited preordained departure to the Great Wheel. Very simple.
Amazing.
Good paperwork.
Good paperwork.
What I do.
Yes, so
There is no caravan leaving for several
Okay.
weeks.
several.
Someday.
Several week. Okay. That's the next question. Before I sleep another day, what are we doing to get to East Haven? Are there any other obvious ways, or are we just gonna have to ride up? Because then we're gonna have to buy horses.
And then steals a cart. Just kidding.
Can we go with your your temple people? You think your temple people would figure?
I was the only one going up there in the first place. They don't go
The
up there that
Harpers?
often.
Harpers who kidnapped you, can we take their carriage?
Oh,
They're
the
not
Harpers help
into.
us?
They're not an Uber service.
No.
Yeah, but we could work for them and maybe they'd give us.
No.
I'm fine
I'm
with
the only
walking
one that they
until we
are
find
even
something better.
keeping an eye on at this point. I don't
Oh,
know
this is the
really.
wrong map.
But would they want a bard?
How much would it cost?
Only
for us
if you
to
do
try
it
and get
like
a carriage or
this.
something? I feel like a lot of money.
Magic.
I think we're gonna have to buy horses, guys. I don't know.
How much are as a horse?
I mean, I wish there was like a Hertz rent a horse.
Ooh,
service.
is there
Rent a
like some sort of wagon we could have? What happened to my
No,
wagon?
just wood.
Where's my wagon?
You left it.
A draft horse costs 50 gold.
Oh,
A riding
God.
horse is 75. A war horse is 400.
Oh,
That doesn't
What
include boarding, bit, and bridled. A carriage is 100 gold. A cart is 15. A chariot is 250 gold.
Ooh,
Saddlebags
chariot.
are another 4 gold.
How much is
Feed,
a pony?
a pony costs 30 gold.
All right, good
Yes,
for
like,
Is it
you.
a
Sure.
war pony?
We
You're riding
still
horses
all
and a
have to.
pony. Let's go.
No, it's not. We still have to pay for the food. Oh my God, this is gonna take.
Yeah, but then again, we don't. It's either we need multiple horses, and we're not doing a cart, or we just
should
need
do a
like
cart.
2 horses and a cart. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it's
2 horses and a
before
cart.
we
I
keep
agree.
them, we have like $3,000
2 horses, a cart, and
for the
food
stuff.
for them
We
horses.
can make it.
All right. Well, I'm not opposed to that. I mean,
Plus, it's good to have a cart and stuff. Probably forget about it in the town.
Zanon, would you whittle something on the side of the
Oh
cart?
yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
Is it the name of our gang? Did you come up with it yet?
No.
all right. Well, if
It'll
there's
happen.
no caravans, then I think we will probably actually try to buy a couple horses and a cart.
The
Or
2
horse.
draft horses, 100
You-
gold,
Okay.
plus another 10 gold. I'm sorry, 4 gold for the bit and bridle. A cart is another 15. So it's what is that? That's 100 and
35.
135 gold. You're not buying saddles or anything like that. Feed is 5 copper a day, and it weighs 10 pounds.
We have a
Keep
cart.
picking it up.
Horses eat
No,
a
I
we-
lot.
can wait.
No, we have to keep picking it up along the way. So we need to make sure the route we take has stops along the way. So that's going to affect our length of travel as well, because we can't just go into the middle of nowhere. So it looks like we're going to pretty much duplicate the first trip we took up.
Oh,
At this
Mirabar,
point.
Mirabar, Luskin, Hundlestone, Bryn Shandar.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
go to Luskin and then continue back up. Yeah, the same way. We're not going to go the way we came here. We're going to go the way we went the first time. All
Yeah.
around.
Question, Dave. There is not a caravan going to Icewind Dale. Is there a caravan going to
And
Luskin?
leaving the town for several
Leaving,
weeks.
period.
Because
Just
they
leaving,
all
period.
left with their, well, first of all, about half of them go by the river to Luskin. And they're not really a caravan. They take skiffs or
Or a riverboat cruise.
it's not a
Cruise.
cruise.
Not a cruise.
Disney Jungle Cruise.
And you're going from Mirabar
Well, what if we call ourselves Pardon my French?
to Luskin.
Please.
Mirabar to
Yes.
Luskin is 149 miles.
Pardon my friendship.
There isn't any
Oh.
kind of rental service,
There's
right?
a
Like where we
barge
could
in our French.
just bring horses and carriages back and forth between Luskin and Mirabar. Like they don't do that, right?
There would be if Acquisitions Incorporated was a little bigger up here, but they're not, right? That's the kind of thing Jerry likes to run, right? Where he's like, we
All right.
set up shop, we sell everything. You can rent everything you got, but typically you don't rent carts. You would just rent horses, right?
Right, right,
And you're not really renting them. You just buy them in one place and sell them in the next.
right.
That's really how it works.
All right.
What is it? You go 24 miles in a day walking, and the fastest you guys are gonna go is with a pony. So that's
Oh wait, we got to buy a pony as well, right? Or
No.
Got a pony.
I'm sorry.
Well,
No,
not necessarily.
no, we're all riding in the cart.
draft,
Right?
draft horses move at the same speed as a pony. So
Oh, okay, sorry.
So that's 40 feet.
I know you want a war
Do
pony.
Draft horses and then the cart.
Right. Okay. So 32. How many miles did I say it was? 163. 149.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was less than 150.
149 divided by, what did I just say? What was the number I just said?
40 something.
32.
32.
32 because we're going by pony speed.
5 days. Approximately.
Yeah, it's around 5.
4.5.
Our group is called Die Bard.
Die
Between a rock and a bard place.
Okay.
Bard
So
day's night.
by the 6th day, you finally gathered all the animals and all the feed you need and all that stuff.
Who's paying for this? Are we splitting it?
All of us.
Yeah.
No, there should be enough left over from some of the treasure from my misadventure. So,
Okay.
yeah, because it's 135 minus how many days of feed are we buying? At least 5, right? So, yeah, so the copper doesn't really matter. I mean, it's irrelevant. But yeah, we don't want to overload on feed. But there's no cities between here and Luskin, so we have to buy 5 days of feed. So yeah,
let's buy a week's worth of feed at least.
fine, no problem.
Yeah.
Times 2 because you got 2 horses.
Oh yes, okay. So
Yeah, so 14 days worth of feed.
Yeah, sounds good.
Plus a deck of illusion.
Which weighs
No.
140 pounds.
Oh my god.
That feed.
That is twice the size of
Which
me.
is, well, I mean, 2 horses. The two draft horses together can carry over 1,000 pounds, but the 5 of you plus the feed is probably that.
There's
with all
only
your
4 of
equipment.
us.
I'm sorry. You're right. There's only 4 of you.
It's kind of get close. It is like we can't go further than that distance. So just it's good to know.
And you're in a cart, which is not like the most
Yeah, yeah. It's not a wagon. It's a kind of.
Well,
a
2 of us
crappy-
are riding the horses, and 2 of us can be in.
No. We
Riding
didn't.
the horses.
No.
You're gonna need some.
No. We didn't buy saddles.
Nope.
We only-
I
yeah.
was kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry, how much gold was that?
It's 135 for the cheapest possible combination, not including the feed.
Some people might watch this and be like, "Why do they do that?" It's why? Why? Because I started with 2nd edition. Is why.
It's a good reason.
And this
I
is
stand
the
by
shit
that.
we did in 2nd edition. Just like you're like, "Oh, I used the ration." Like you had rations on the character sheet.
Oh, I've been using them
Second
actually. No, I've actually been going
I'm
down.
already. Let's fill it back in.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I've actually been eating my rations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have 17 days worth because I've eaten some.
Deraleth has very hard poops.
Oh yeah.
That's what rations do to you.
Need
Yeah.
to drink more water.
The griffin pelt to the griffin pellets.
Okay. So, you guys are ready to leave. You're going to the gates of Mirabar,
Uh-oh.
and a complement of guards
Oh no.
are there to meet you.
Nothing ever goes smoothly.
Ooh.
Hello.
Is that where we end? It is. About the
we
time.
end with, "Are you the party of Deraleth Fel?"
No.
Deraleth Fel? Who's that? Oh, jeez.
Roll persuasion.
The Marchian would like to speak with you,
Oh, not the Marchian. Oh.
and that's where we'll end.
I said no. Why didn't they believe me?
Party never gets beat.
Now you wish we had this
Charisma
deck of
sounds good.
illusions, don't you?
On the side of the cart, I'd like to carve in live free or die bard.
I like this one.
It's not the name of our party, but it's a tagline.
It's just bard
Wow.
puns all over.
Right?
I love it. All right.
Great.
Thank you for watching, people who are out there. We will be back next week with more.
catch
Should be
YouTube.
called the Deraleth Fellowship.
Oh,
Hey,
Everyone's always asking me about Deraleth Fel, and we're just
True.
like, plus the other guys.
you shall be the
doing it.
Deraleth
The
Fellowship.
Deraleth Fellowship.
It doesn't really have to be. But
Ba,
Yes, it
ba,
does.
Ba, ba, ba.
okay. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you guys
Just
soon.
fuck off.
Bye.